Hello. Welcome to Making a Gundam with Owen Wilson. I got a lot more things. I got a nice microphone. I got a 4K webcam, and it will be wonderful. And today I have a guest. I have Ian himself, the one and only. Say hi, Ian.
Hello, it's me.
It's Ian. I've talked to him about him a lot on the three episodes I've made of Making a Gundam with Owen Wilson. So it's pretty cool. Um, and I'll be drawing and asking him a few questions, and he will be forced to enjoy it. Uh, One thing, actually, this is just like a general question to everyone watching, uh, and also Ian. Have you watched any horror anime?
Um, what counts as horror?
Uh, you
I
know,
feel like horror is a very vague
like
genre.
I don't know. You've watched horror movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
horror.
uh, I've seen one episode of Ghost Stories, but that's mostly just silly. It's not like
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
horror.
No, that's not the most horror. Okay, because I've been trying to get into horror. I want to get into more horror anime, but I can't find anything, and I've come across two pieces of media that were horror, Japanese horror, and one was Uzumaki, and I
Oh,
absolutely,
wait.
yeah.
ReZero counts as horror.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I
ReZero?
just looked up horror animes, and that's one of them.
Interesting, huh? I wouldn't expect that. Maybe I'll watch some ReZero because I watched the first episode and I liked it. Um, I watched Uzumaki or I read Uzumaki and I don't like it at all. I'm actually drawing that right
Isn't that
now.
the white book you have?
Yeah, it I read the whole thing in like 2 days. And after a good thinkage about it, I realized it was not, I think, even, I think it was bad. Like, it was one of the few things I've like actually watched or read and was like, this was pretty bad. Uh, and it's praised as like the best, like it's praised as like the best piece of horror ever in like manga or anime, and I just did not see it, man. I hated it. It was like depressing, but not in a good way either. It was like it was depressing, but like it wasn't even interesting, and I didn't like the story. I didn't like the characters. It was pretty sad. And I watched another, and another was also the same. Like I thought it was pretty bad. It was interesting, and I'm glad I watched it, I guess. But like I was like, this kind of sucks a little bit. But you haven't really watched anything besides supposedly ReZero.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty sad. If you watched anything, please tell me. Anyone watching, Riley probably, tell me some horror anime because I've been trying to get into some and I cannot find anything. Uh, I was gonna ask Ian, what is what job do you want? You want a job in
Do I
cybersecurity, right?
want? Yeah,
Yeah,
cybersecurity.
they get paid well too, right? Stefan says they pay very well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, are
I
they
actually have
like?
no idea how much,
Oh, but
but
you think pretty good, or like pretty good.
well, I know pretty good
You know
according to
pretty good.
my
Okay.
cybersecurity teacher, but
According to your teacher who teaches in that subject, it's a good job. Math teacher is telling me being a math teacher is a good job.
no, that's
Yeah,
just like they are just lying to you
they're just
completely.
lying. Yeah, what? My mom's a math teacher, so I can kind of
She
say it.
is? I thought she was like a everything else teacher.
No, she's a math dude. These lips I'm drawing are beautiful right now. No, she's a math teacher. Math teaches like fifth grade math. I know
I did
dang
not
well.
know that.
Yeah. Um, Probably the best part is getting presents from your elementary school students every once in a while. You know, that's when they care.
Probably.
Those are some good lips that I'm drawing right now. Do you remember that gas you drew?
I do remember that. I
Yeah.
was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah, and I was thinking about how you didn't draw that ghast. And I was like, you didn't draw that,
And you
guys.
you
And
exposed me by
yeah,
pointing out the watermark.
yeah, there's a watermark at the bottom of the page. And I was like, you printed this. And you're like, nah, I just thought that'd be funny. And I was like,
I put
mm.
that there myself.
Yeah, that was like in what grade was that? Like third grade?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
No, probably way before that.
Yeah. You should figure, are you like researching right now how much cybersecurity people get paid? You should figure that out.
Yeah, it was
S-
like it was a very wide range.
A
It
very
was like
wide, yeah.
60K to 160K. So
Hey, both are above the
math teacher, so that's good.
both are above national average. So, hey, you got it. Another
Yeah.
one. Well, I can't talk about some. Do you? I'm wondering what was like the last sport you were you ever put into sports? I don't remember like
Yeah, I did soccer.
soccer.
Yeah, and
How
then
was soccer?
baseball and
I hated
basketball.
soccer.
I hated soccer.
I've never
It was
really enjoyed.
not fun at all.
Yeah, I've never really enjoyed sports that involve balls, and I don't know why, because I can get into almost every other sport except for football, basketball, all those ones. I can get into hockey, but even then, that's not a ball.
No, hockey is
I love
lit
hockey.
AF.
I love hockey. I don't, yeah. Except when they start fighting. I'm like, dude,
No, that's the best part.
well, I mean, it's interesting, but I'm like, you guys don't have anything better to do? I mean, why are you guys fighting? This is a game, y'all. Stop fighting. But who am I to talk? Um, and maybe they're encouraged to fight like by their coaches, maybe they're like, make sure to fight Brian out there. It'll really get the crowd wild and up, so maybe
Oh
like they're
yeah,
supposed to, because I could see that being the case.
classic Brian.
Classic Brian, always getting in fights out on the field,
Out on the ice.
out on the ice. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. um Have you been doing anything interesting recently? I haven't like learned about you. I haven't. I've been kind of out of touch with all my friends recently, and it's been really upsetting because I don't know anything about what they're doing with their life or anything. And I feel like right now is an important piece of time in life because everyone's becoming adults. When I realized that you were 18 a few days ago, that was the
A few days
weirdest.
ago? That was like 2 months ago.
No, well, no. When it hit me that you had turned 18, I was like, whoa! Like this guy I've known since I was 1 years old has turned 18. Like everyone I know, we're becoming adults, and that's just I don't feel like an adult. I remember joining Roblox with you. Like in
Oh,
2015.
okay.
I remember that
Yeah,
like it
I
was
was going
yesterday.
through all of our stuff.
Oh yeah,
Remember, we made like three clothing groups.
we made so many, dude. The legacy I wanted but never achieved on Roblox. Dude, I tried so hard to become famous on Roblox. On
You
Ro-
really did
I
try
I did
hard. Oh,
everything. I owned a cafe group. I owned a
oh
everything,
yeah,
dude.
Jamba Juice. I forgot
Jamba
about
Juice, dude.
that.
Yeah, and dude, nothing ever. Never got a lick. I got Mr. Krabs game. I made a Mr. Krabs game, which got 2,000 visits, and eventually got taken down by Paramount themselves. They found
Oh,
it,
nice.
and they're like, "Hey, take this game down."
We still have
So
that is actually still really
yeah, yeah.
active.
People in the which is a group I made. Um, the mascot is my cat that died. Um, the people in that still like it, so that's
Yeah,
cool.
we haven't done anything with it
Well,
in
I
literally
have
two
to I have
years,
to
but
I have to
it's
manage it every
still
once in a while. You'll see me make a new group shout every once in a while. But besides that, Roblox is gone. Like nothing from Roblox in forever. I went into Frappe yesterday, actually, one of the cafe games I used to play, and it was pretty boring. I was just like, dude, I miss having friends here. This used to
yeah,
be my
and
thing.
that was because that was during COVID
No,
when no
that
one
was,
had anything else to do.
dude, the times of Roblox, man. Nostalgia hits crazy,
Because
crazy
I'm trying
deep.
to you gave all your groups to your alt account.
Not all of them, not the. I gave Shadow Skaters. That was one I made when I was like 10 years old. Yeah.
I remember that one.
Oh,
What
those are
else?
so good.
I'm trying to find OC designs.
OC Designs. Oh, dude, I don't even remember that one.
Really? That was like
No,
our
I mean,
pride and joy.
uh, I totally forgot about that. Well, I know what you're talking about now, but dude, that left my mind completely. Spade 2 and Jamba Juice. And
I'm still on the Discord server for Spade too.
I remember trying to make, I wanted to make a company, like a real life company called Spade 2. The times on Roblox, man. That was it. It's sad, but you
Great,
know.
great times. I got on
Yeah.
Lumber Tycoon today.
You did. You got on Lumber Tech.
Yeah.
I remember all the times we were like, oh, dude, all the times like we would. I totally forgot what I was gonna say, but you know, all the times, all the
hmm
all the times, for real. This is one of the best drawings I've ever drawn. Um, but yeah, man, it's just weird thinking about like all the like everyone I know is becoming adults, and it's just crazy to think about. In a year, I'm going to be 18. I'm going to be legally an adult, and I am not mentally ready for that. I remember
It
being
really,
10 years
I'm
old.
gonna tell you right now, it feels the exact same.
Well, no, it's because I'm going to have like the terribleness of feeling I'm going to have responsibilities is what I feel like. Like I'm going to have
That doesn't really come till you
until
graduate
you
unless you actually just get kicked out.
and then I'm
But
going to graduate in a year. In a little bit more than a year, I'm about to graduate.
hey, I'm gonna graduate like
Exactly. And you're going to be an adult. Your parents are going to kick you out and you'll never talk to them ever again. You'll be doing taxes. Just kidding. How long are you
what
planning?
taxes?
How long are you planning on living with your parents? Do you have an estimate or just like when you can move out or what?
Uh, when I can, because
For
where we
real.
live is expensive.
Syracuse, Utah. I meant Utah.
Better.
It doesn't matter what city. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, dude, that's just crazy stuff, though, man. That I can't think about it. I know, like when you actually like turn, you know, it's not like your whole life's gonna change the second you turn. Oh, I'm 18, and then you like, you
That's
know,
what I thought was gonna happen.
no,
But
but
nope.
still, the scariness of it all, the scariness
hmm
of it all. I know, man. I gotta get into. I don't even know. See, I don't even know what like Riley does or what Hayden does. So, you know, I
I
snowboard.
don't.
What?
What is?
Do you know what
No,
either of them are doing?
Hayden's gonna do like something engineering, architecture, something like that. I have no
Or
idea what Riley's doing
or he
though.
should like get into. Yeah, Riley needs to learn Spanish, dude. Riley, learn Spanish.
Yeah, Riley, you do live
Uh,
in Mexico.
he says he lives he lives in a state a state, and he says you need to learn know Spanish to like basically get any job there, and I didn't know that, but apparently that's the case. And he doesn't know Spanish, so you learn it soon. But whew, this is such a good drawing. Um, not really, but yeah. Oh, this is a good drawing. Look, that's not. Now that I showed it to the camera, that's not a good drawing.
I still have no idea what it is.
It's the
I
girl
can't
from
see.
Uzumaki, dude. The girl from you don't know
Uh,
the girl from Uzumaki.
I have never seen anything Uzumaki related.
Any Junji Ito? No, no
Nope.
Junji Ito. I'm not wearing shoes, and I realized that I might have shown my feet to the camera maybe like 5 times already, which I hope I
That's
haven't.
terrible.
Yeah, it'd be terrible. Feet reveal this early on in my YouTube career.
I feel
Terrible.
like you already have
Probably
accidentally.
somewhere in Little Coworker there's a foot reveal.
There probably is.
Yeah, that's my old YouTube channel. Don't look it up. Um. Oh, this is my favorite thing to talk about with Ian because I love talking about this when it comes to Ian. It's the thing that like at least 20 people at my school know. He is very good at Osu. What's your rank in Osu, Ian?
Uh, play Mania, by the way, and I am ranked 2,867, 327 for country ranking. Uh, I think that's pretty good.
I think
Better
that's
than
very good.
average, I would
Yeah, you're
say.
better than average. Uh, you said like 7,000th in the world.
What?
How in the world? How many?
Oh,
2,000 2,000th
2,867.
in the world out of
Uh-huh.
how many monthly players? 19 million monthly players.
I really don't think it's 19.
It's 19 that I searched it up, or you can search it up right
OC
now.
monthly players. Okay, 19.3 million players.
That
I
yes,
guess you're right.
19 million people, and you're 2,000th on there in the world, and then you're 200th in the 300th in the country. I'd
Pretty
say
crazy.
that's pretty crazy.
Not even my main game anymore, though.
What's your sound voltex?
Yeah, sample takes.
Sound voltex. I dude, now that I have a PC, I might get into some
Really?
sound voltex. Well,
Are you actually?
do you play a pirated version?
Uh, I do not want to speak on this matter.
How much is sound voltex? How much is sound voltex? It
Let's
can't
do
be
let's
that
do
much.
let's do some calculations. Wait, let me stream.
What? $2,000?
What?
I'm reading $2,000 for a video game.
Whoa, new song. All right, let's see.
That's when I searched online. Hopefully, that's not the price. That is so
It's not.
much
It's not
money.
that at all.
Yeah, dude. Now I understand why they're so
All right,
serious
here are
about it.
all the song packs.
So is every?
There's a sale
Oh, you
right
mean
now.
like every sound pack is some money?
Yeah, they're like a lot though. Oh
That
wait,
makes
these are
sense.
actually all on sale right now.
You should get some.
That's crazy. No,
All
not
right,
worth it.
whatever. You
Yeah,
have to. Yeah.
it's like $900 though for all of them, plus a monthly subscription,
A monthly.
not including the controller.
Yeah. So, dude, that controller is cool though. Search Sound Voltex controller. Those things look so cool. I would just buy one. Just I wanted to get one when I didn't even have a PC. What spent $300, $200
That
on
was
a
like 3 years ago.
yeah. Time flies. Time flies. Um, who's your favorite YouTuber to watch right now?
I
Yeah,
don't
or do you not watch
watch like
YouTube?
specific YouTubers. I just kind
Well,
of watch whatever's.
what do you normally watch? If you're watching something, what could you possibly be watching?
Recently, it's
Okay.
just been Lethal Company clips.
Really? Dude, Lethal Company has been one of the funnest games ever. I've been enjoying that game. If you haven't played Lethal Company, dude, play it. Play it. It's so good. I'm gonna have to look through this recording to make sure. I'm pretty sure I had my foot on screen for like 5 minutes. So hopefully that would be really weird. If it did, this whole episode is being taken down, which would suck because I'm liking this episode so far. I've had some good conversations with you. Um, yeah, the last episode. How many episodes is the last? How many views is the last episode at? And that was just me
Let's
talking for an
see.
hour straight, and it got like I think it got like
754.
750
Oh, it
people.
just went up to 756.
Dude, that video. My podcast career is going insane right now. And some people, I want to thank the people who commented on the last video. Some people are genuinely like moved by that. They like people love it. So a few people. I looked at the analytics. Most people click off after 2 minutes, which I get because why are you don't want to be that committed to 1 hour long video. But at the same time, there's people who watched the whole thing and then gave me like a massive comment on the in the video. Like this, they're like, I love this video. It's people. Some people said it was inspiring. So I'm glad people like it that much. I didn't know people would love it that much, but you know, it's fun. It's a fun thing to do. This is such a good drawing. I'm not showing it to the camera yet until it gets better. Um, what are you doing right now, Ian? Are you just talking or what? Are you doing anything at this specific moment?
Uh, installing an update.
Sound Voltex?
No. Genshin.
You play Genshin still?
Oh yeah, like every day.
I never see you playing Genshin ever.
Really?
Yeah, well, every time we go to your house.
Oh,
Actually, I
well,
don't
I
know what
don't
you're.
I don't play things when people are over.
Well, I mean that when I go to your house and like I see you and I find you, you're normally Osu is open, but I don't see anything like actually showing on your computer.
Oh,
So who knows? I'm I'm so excited for you to watch this episode and then see how good this drawing is
I'm
because
also
it's
so excited to watch it.
yeah, and you'll be like, Owen, I love this video. I love this video so much. Plus, cool new microphone, and I have a guest, my very own guest. If this ever becomes one of the great, if I ever become Joe Rogan, get the most popular podcast ever, remember that you were the first guest in the world.
I
Uh,
will.
but also remember that that's probably not going to happen.
You'll be top 1%.
Top one podcast in the world. Started at 17 years old with the great
Wow.
with the greatest stuff ever. My expensive headset and an mildly expensive microphone. That's all you need.
Okay, like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
when you were first getting all your PC parts
yeah,
ready, stuff like that, you just didn't care about anything.
dude. Yeah, and I was kind of upset. I
Now,
was like, I'm gonna spend $800 on this PC max. That's all I'm gonna pay for. And you're like, the PC is gonna be about, and you gave me the part list, and you're like, it's gonna be a little bit 818, and I was like, 818. You're going over my budget, Ian. And now I spent $1,700 on it so far. So, that's
you've got just a little bit
just
over
a
budget.
little bit over budget. What's necessary, you know. I just got too serious about the podcast life.
Yeah,
Too
you've been
serious. I'm
inspired.
too serious about the podcast life, man.
Yeah, you bought like your $10 earbuds from it was like Home
Oh
Depot
yeah,
or
yeah. I
something
was
like
like,
that.
these Home Depot headphones are gonna be the best headphones I've
Yeah,
ever
and you were
used.
just gonna stick with
And I
those.
said that I was like, this is all I need, guys. I don't need 100 and I don't need headphones over $50. And then I got headphones that were $170. But
And a mic. How much is that mic?
the mic was 140.
Oh,
HyperX quad. It started with a Q. However, this one is 60 more dollars than the old version only because it's USB-C and there's LEDs on it. That's it. Isn't that
just really
crazy?
wanted the LEDs.
Well, and the USB-C. Come on, Ian. The USB-C. You know how much better it is?
Like actually a lot better.
It is, exactly. I'd pay $60 for for USB-C. For
USB-C.
my gosh darn USB-C, dude. Ooh, dude. That was not good for the drawing. That's okay.
What
Um,
else?
oh yeah, yeah. No, I have more things.
Oh, cool.
What is your favorite hobby I genuinely don't know enough about you for being the person that I've known the longest my entire life. I don't know enough about you, and say that to you every single time I talk
You
to
you
you.
do you do say that to me every time you talk to me.
And I learn a little bit
Um,
about you every single time I say that.
rhythm games.
It's true.
It's
Did you ever
true.
get into I had one friend who was getting really, really into what's it called? What's the guitar game?
Clone Hero,
What?
Guitar Hero.
Guitar
Which
Hero,
which
yeah.
one?
Guitar Hero. He was getting super into Guitar Hero for a bit. And he was like, I got this guitar, I got this guitar, I got more guitars. And he just kept showing me all his guitars. And I was like, why do you need more than three guitars for Guitar Hero? But he can do what he wants. Um,
I also own multiple guitars for Guitar Hero.
so do you play Guitar Hero a bit?
I don't really like it compared to other games that much.
Osu? You're an
Yeah.
Osu type of guy.
Yeah, it just really hurts my hands. I just don't.
You know what hurts
Yeah.
me? Uh headphones. I did not know headphones. People said this was like I expected for $170. Uh, I would have some headphones that don't hurt my head, but no, no, it's just a thing.
It'll hurt.
Apparently, all headphones are just gonna hurt your head after a while, whether you like it or not. That's what it's gonna be like. Whew, dang, dude, this drawing, I love it. Um, what would be your backup plan for a job in the future? Like if for some reason you couldn't be, which I don't see how you could possibly. I feel like you got to make it when right when in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
I don't know how you don't make it in cyber. There's a few jobs. The jobs that you don't make it in are like the jobs that I feel like are already unrealistic. That if you don't make it in a job that wasn't one that was already unrealistic from the beginning, I feel like that's more either unlucky or just some external reasons. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so what would you do as a job opposing to that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I've thought
I don't.
about that at
I don't
all.
have anything. You don't have to feel like you have anything. I personally, I want to be a film director, and that is definitely I feel
I
like.
that no that is achievable, especially with what you're doing right now. Like that video you posted yesterday or 2 days ago, the text one.
Well,
That was like
oh, the
good.
documentary.
Yeah,
Watch the
just keep making stuff
documentary.
like that, and you
I
could make
posted
it
a
somewhere.
documentary to YouTube. That was good. I made it. I made the idea for it. I was interviewed in it, and I edited the video and recorded most of the things on the camera. That was a good documentary. But dude, it it relies on fame to get you into it. And when it relies on fame, I don't think it's not, I don't think it's something that you can rely on. You can't just say, yeah, that's what I want to be, because there's a really good chance that it just won't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, and
that's
that's,
why you just keep making stuff like that, and then you get the fame.
I don't know, man.
I don't
Because
know
that's all I
either.
have. All the things I want to do rely on fame. If I wanted to be a podcast guy, that relies on fame. If I wanted to be an artist, even a music artist, that relies on fame. If I wanted to be literally anything that I like, it relies on fame. And that just makes it 8 million times more unrealistic. And even famous people say that. They say it's all based on luck. So, who knows, man?
Yeah,
Hopefully something like that would work out. If not, I'll be something. Hopefully I get money from whatever job I choose to do.
a math teacher
Yeah, sure. I'll be a math teacher.
would
I'll be
be
a math
so
teacher.
fun.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind being a teacher too much. You don't get the most money, but I love talking to people and helping people.
I would hate it a lot.
Well, I like helping people out. And if you're, I got a few teachers who are just some of the coolest people I know. Like they like the way they know how important it is to encourage kids to do things, and how they know how important it is for to help them with some things and other things. It's like I they're inspiring. They're the coolest. I've written like 3 essays this year that I put so much effort into. Like I put my heart into these essays. These were good essays. And my teacher doesn't even read them. He gives us a prompt. I write a whole essay that I feel so good about, and then he doesn't even read them. It takes him like 4 months. So I've been sending them to my teacher from last year, and he reads them and he emails me and is like, "This is the best essay I've ever written, Owen. This is amazing. I love it so much." And I'm like, "Well, thank you. Thank you so much, because you're the only one who's
That
reading
happened to
them, dude."
be that
And
happened to
I
be in wait, continue.
oh, and I have to send it to friends too. I sent half my essays to you, and you say a few of them are good. Um, what were you saying that happened in what?
Yeah, that happened to me in English last year.
Yeah, dude.
But it was like, I don't know. Me and my friend, we were in the same, well, not the same class, but we had the same teacher.
Mm.
So it was like just a competition, and I just wrote like the world's best essay. And she
Yeah,
even left a comment on the submission saying it's one of the best she's seen.
yeah, dude. Teachers like that, best teachers, great teachers. I'm glad we got teachers like that, and I'm not glad we got teachers who just don't care about what we do. My 8th grade, 7th grade science teacher, dude. That woman is probably my least favorite person I've ever met ever. I I this dumb story, dude. I've told it to so many people. Me and a guy, we worked hard on this science project. We every single day for like a whole week we would work on this science project, and it was a magnetic train, and we would have a train with magnets on the bottom, and then we'd have a whole track that had magnets on the track, and so the train would float. It would be a magnetic
Yeah,
train,
I'm
and we
like,
put so much effort into it. We put these glass walls around it. So many hours, so much planning, so much money, and I remember bringing it to school that day, the day it was due, and she looked down on it. I had spent so much time, and she looked at it, and she just stared at it for a second, and she was like, "That's it? It's just a train?"
oh, that
And
sucks.
I had never been more like, dude, if there's one way you want to crush someone's dreams, that's it. If you want to make someone feel like they can't do shit with their life, tell them that when they put all their effort and time into into a thing that you told them to do, and then just tell them that's it. It's just a train.
Just a
Yeah,
trade.
that there's nothing more. She quit the next year, so, and I'm
Really?
happy. I don't respect that woman at all. That is my least favorite. Yeah, least motivational person in the world. 7th grade science teacher. Um, how's been school for you? Have you not been enjoying it? I don't know anyone who's.
It's been pretty okay.
Is it because being a senior?
Yeah, it's mostly just scary
Scary.
because like, what's next? You know?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm scared.
Yeah.
But okay, wait. Actually, I can show this to the people now, because this is a really good drawing. Hopefully, they think it's a good drawing too. Here's my. Oh my god, that looked terrible on camera. It's all right. It's all right. It's not the best, but
It works.
it works. Yeah. Uh, you know, I've only drawn like 2 anime characters ever, so yeah.
I remember when you tried,
I'm gonna show
we,
that
we,
one more time.
we forced you to draw a manga one time, and you just immediately gave
I
up
give
after
up.
trying
I wrote a good story
just
though.
the
I
battles.
remember I remember writing that story. I was like, this isn't that bad. I forgot what was in it though. But I did put my fair amount of effort into it. I've put my fair amount of effort into every story I've written. And only one I've fully accomplished, that documentary. That I'm proud of that. That would be what I
It was
call my
pretty good.
first real thing I've made ever. One of the first real things I made. I got my little light, LED light, extra lighting. Um, do you still read manga? When do you read manga?
Whenever I'm free,
Because like, is that at school or
uh, I don't know.
you don't know?
Not at school, but just
At
whenever I
home?
feel like it, I guess.
Most of the time I'm reading manga, it's in my it's in the car, in my mom's car, when my
I
mom's
really
driving me. When I'm
okay
driving, actually.
for my job. I for this one thing, we just I'm like their go-to person for this one task we have.
Okay.
And when we're there, you actually just sit there the entire time.
Oh, that's like my job. That's where I read some
Yeah,
Zerk. Yeah, dude. Money generators, just sitting down and eating money, and just money, dude. Just gaining
mostly
money.
because it's Christmas right now and they have no one else to do it and it's busy. But
Yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
that's where I've been consuming the most.
Consuming the most media.
Yeah, literature.
Literature. I would love to read if I could. Um, I told Stefan's mom that I told Stefan's mom I couldn't read, and she looked at me with like the worst face ever, and I was like, no, I can read. I just like can't read. Like I know how to read, but like you know when you read a few words and then you just like kind of give up after a few, or you don't even give up, you like try to pay attention, and then eventually you're just like you've read two pages and you haven't actually consumed a single piece of it. You know what I'm
Oh, that
talking about?
happens to me literally all the time. I have to
Yeah.
reread stuff all the
No,
time.
so I just have given up reading. Like I can read manga because there's pictures, so it keeps
Yeah,
me more.
same.
But I cannot read just books. And I bought two books. I bought American Psycho and No Longer Human. And I tried reading both of them, and I just like it was so upsetting because I wanted to read them so badly, and I just genuinely couldn't. I bought real books with my own money. Can't read it because my attention span or whatever, dude. It was so sad. But that's just how it's got to be.
Just stick to movies.
I can watch the movie for American Psycho, and it's still one of my favorite movies. That's all you gotta do. Yeah,
That's great.
that's great. That's great. Have you watched any movies recently?
No, I don't watch anything ever.
Yeah, you guys have been watching like what's that show? Bochi?
Oh, that's only Riley and Hayden. I might start it, but
Oh, I thought
I
you were
don't
the
know.
one who told them to watch it. That looks like one of your shows.
No.
No,
No, I was gonna watch it with Hayden, but then Hayden just started it without me.
that's some H Hayden. Uh,
That's what I'm saying.
everyone boycott Hayden
There's
unless
it.
our band gets super famous. Don't boycott Hayden.
Oh yeah.
You gotta join that band. We've had two band practices. All we do is just sit on my bed, and I sit here. I sit here. He sits here on my bed, and he just plays guitar for a few hours, and I'm like, nice. And then I play guitar
You
for a little
don't
bit
even
too.
have to practice. Just show up and let Hayden do all the work.
No. Hey, I play my fair amount too, and he's like, cool. And then we never actually like end up trying to learn anything together. But it's fun. Actually, I'm getting my dad's getting rid of the drum set. So you
when
can't join
I
anymore.
I can take it.
No, he's selling it, I think, to
Uh,
someone. I forgot why. I forgot what was the deal, but it was funny because Hayden was like, "We need a bass," and I was like, "I got a bass," and he was like, "We need a microphone," and I was like, "I got a
I
microphone."
think out our two potential bass players, one of them is in Brazil and one of them isn't in.
Brazil. Who's
Yeah,
Brazil?
Evan plays bass,
Oh, Evan. Evan.
and Riley lives in Oregon.
I didn't know Evan plays bass. Does he play guitar? I miss
No,
that guy, man.
I don't think
I'm
I've ever
so
seen him play guitar in my life.
really. I didn't know he played an instrument. Although
Really?
he's a big music guy though.
You had
So,
no idea he played bass?
um,
That's like actually shocking.
well, I skated with him. I skated with him sometimes. We had a fair amount of skate sessions, and I almost got him to learn a kickflip before he left. I was like, you gotta keep working on it. You're gonna get it. And he was close. He was so close, and I think it'd be so cool to to get a kickflip right before your mission. I was like, can you skate on your mission? And he was like, probably not. So I was like, well, I
Hey,
hate
your
you.
dad pulled it off. You can do it.
Who did?
Your dad.
Did my dad skate on his mission?
Yeah, he brought it up before.
I've heard about a few things he's done on this mission. Uh, Speaking of my dad, I've never even like brought this up on the podcast. He owns this on the Making a Gundam with Owen Wilson. I'm gonna name this one Making a Gundam with Owen Wilson too, even though I'm not gonna make a Gundam
Yeah,
whatsoever.
that's
It's
just the
just it's
series
gonna be
name.
called yeah, that's what it's called. Like too bad. Um. Uh. But yeah, my dad has this Instagram and he's getting fairly popular on it. Like he has like how many is it? 44,000 followers now. He's
Something like
he
that.
has
I don't
yeah,
really
and
check.
and he just makes skateboarding content. And he's been get every skate park he goes to, people recognize him now, and it's the coolest thing because we'll just go to a skate park together, and and people will be like, "Yo, are you famous?" And he's like, I don't, because it's weird. It's weird for someone to walk up to you and be like, "Are you that famous guy?" And you are that guy, but you don't think of yourself as famous. You're just a guy, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what it's like for him. So he has these people coming up to him and they're like, "Are you the famous guy?" He's like, "I make Instagram videos."
That's
And,
me.
you know,
I've done that before.
and like Tony Hawk follows him now, the most famous skateboarder ever. Uh, Other people, Aaron Cairo likes some of his videos.
Really? I
Yeah,
love that guy.
yeah, Aaron Cairo from the San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's so cool.
so it's just super weird. Um, it would be cool because we're going to do you know that what's it called? It I went to it the past 3 years. They always come to Salt Lake City, but Tony Hawk
Oh,
brings in his
oh
whole
yeah.
size deck or his
I
whole size
went
ramp.
2 years ago.
You did?
Oh, what's it called? Yeah, yeah, I was there with you. Do you not
Okay,
remember that?
okay. Well, I was like, if you were there, I was there. Why didn't we hang out? But we did.
No, me and Evan were
Oh,
going to
you
Carhartt.
and Evan.
Me
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Evan were going to Carhartt,
Hmm.
and we're like, "Hey, do you want to come?" And you're like, "I'm at Tony Hawk right now." We're like,
And then you
"What?"
guys went. Yeah, yeah. I remember. Um, yeah, but my dad is excited to go there because people are gonna know who he is, and maybe like maybe one of the
He works his
skaters.
way up to the ramp.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be cool.
Yeah, maybe he'll get invited to the top of the ramp because he's well known. Like every like famous big skater knows who he is now because they all like his videos and follow him. So that's cool. Find his Instagram. It's thrift store paintings, an underscore in between each word. Thrift underscore
And also, Rich
store
shows you
underscore
stuff
painting.
on
Rich shows you
YouTube
stuff on YouTube. Although he hasn't posted on YouTube in a
in a
while.
long time.
Yeah. I remember
Still
when
good
he
videos
had like
though.
1,000, he had like 10,000 views on one of his videos, and I thought he was the most famous guy ever. I was like, my dad's famous. Yeah.
I have 10,000 views on one of my videos.
Well, you're not famous.
Oh,
Just kidding. You're just my friend. Just kidding. Um, That yeah, I did see that, and I was like, dude, that's a lot of views, and that's on your frappe demotion one, right?
Yeah, like me,
What an
not even me
interesting
getting
one.
fired, literally me asking to be demoted. It's like not even a good video.
Yeah, you dude, people's worst videos are always their most popular. My dad says that a lot. He's like, dude, this video I made was my least favorite video I've ever made, and 3 million people liked it. And I was like,
How Riley is. Riley's videos
dude,
like
yeah.
actually got popular,
How
but he
many
just
of
hates all of them.
Riley made a lot of videos about me? Did any of those ever get popular?
No, it was mainly
It was mainly his like
his
shit
ones.
posts.
Yeah.
His there's one with
Yeah,
yeah,
Vaporeon dies, 75,000
Vaporeon
views.
dies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah,
He privated all the new ones.
they were pretty wacky videos to be honest, and all of them like were centered around. They would all zoom in on my on me.
We had that one picture that just the lighting
Oh
just
yeah, the lighting really. Yeah.
oh that's a
Maybe
good
it's better
picture.
that
I
he
love that
privated
picture.
maybe it's better that he privated those videos. Yeah.
We turned it into a body pillow.
You should make more frappe videos. Get famous off of those.
No, I that game is
You don't like frappe anymore?
it's just so dead. They literally added NPCs to order from you. That's how dead it is.
I do remember that. They have NPCs in there now and I was like that is kind of sad.
And WASD is just completely dead too. So
WASD. Oh, I call it a
yeah,
WASD. Do you call it WASD?
yeah.
WASD is a
It was our
is a
quarantine
friend group.
friend
It's a
group.
quarantine friend group that we had, and it was one of the greatest and worst things. Well, the group itself was one of the greatest things of my life. That time over my life, people were talking about how depressed they were over quarantine, and I was like, I don't know, man. Quarantine's been the best time of my life. And looking back on it now, quarantine was the worst time of
Yeah,
my
me
life,
too,
dude.
me
I had
too.
never,
I'm actually
every,
seeing the exact
dude,
same way.
people were unhappy then. But oh yeah, the reason I was asking you about school was because, dude, I know a lot of every junior I know at my school, they are unhappy, dude. Like they are, no one is enjoying school right now. I don't know anyone who's like, it's really like if you're
Like
watching this and you're enjoying school right now, that's good. You're
not
lucky.
enjoying it for school
For
or like
school and relationships and everything, like everyone just seems to be going so much stupid stuff right now. Like everyone I know, everyone I
I
talk to,
had
I'm
the
like, how's school for
exact
you? And they're
opposite
like, it
thing
is.
last year.
That's good as a junior, especially because you got ACTs and everything, Um,
Yeah.
yeah, this is one of the best drawings I've ever done. This is a great drawing. I honestly enjoy this drawing. Ow, ow, ow. I was sitting in a bad position
I do that all the time.
all the time.
Yeah, and then I have to like pop my foot back into place.
This position still hurts. How many pairs of shoes do you own? Two? That's good. I remember having one pair of shoes and I was so proud of it. It was in ninth grade and I was like, I'm happy to have one pair of shoes. This makes me so um because it made them special. It made me in love with my pair of shoes. And now I have currently I have 27 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, that's
And
way too
and
much
it's
for me.
cool because I get a lot to pick from in outfits and stuff. But it makes it so much less special. Like some of the shoes I have, I don't even care about. I never wear. But I knew if that was the only pair of shoes I had, that would be the best pair. I have shoes with Jesus on them. I got a
You
pair of shoes.
do? I've never
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, dude. Let me go get them. One second. One second. I'm not going to hear you for a second. Okay, I got them. I'm showing them to the camera right now. There's some DCs I got from some store, and it's got the Last Supper on it.
Oh, that actually looks, it sounds very awesome
They're
and
the
cool.
Last Supper shoes, and these used to be my favorite pair of shoes. Um, this is because skateboarding. It was ripping my laces, so I had to make it go up here. You'll see when you watch the video.
Yeah,
Shoes are good though. I wish I had one pair of shoes again. Maybe I should donate all my shoes to people.
you actually did. Like you
I
donated that
know.
mini fridge I gave you.
Oh, dude, I got a limited edition Red Bull mini fridge because Ian found it somewhere.
No, my uncle gave it to me.
Who?
My uncle gave it to me for my birthday, but it was just the loudest thing in the world.
It's loud.
So I gave it to you.
But yeah, so I gave it some lady I worked with at Marco's Pizza. She was like, I don't even know. How does that come up? She was like she needed a present for her niece, but I don't know how that would like pop up. Like, oh my god, I have a Red Bull mini fridge. That's for I don't know why, or maybe I mentioned it. Maybe I was like, yeah, I got a limited edition Red Bull mini fridge, and she was like, that is the perfect thing for my niece. I don't know how that happened, but hopefully
It
her.
was such a cool fridge though.
That's a cool fridge.
I'm gonna try to find the picture of
Maybe I
it.
should have made it the case for my PC.
That would not have worked.
I think it would have worked if I cut. Yeah, it would have worked.
Nah, I
It would
don't
have
think
worked.
so.
Yeah, yeah. No, I could see that working. What do people, dude? Can people like get a watermelon, hollow out a watermelon, make it the case for a PC?
You could fit a motherboard in there, sure, and a GPU, but
That's true. That's
that'd be
true.
a
Well,
really big
like the
watermelon.
world's
And a
biggest.
power supply.
Did I tell you how I tried to laminate Cheeto a few days ago?
No.
I I I was at work and my manager got a new. Hopefully, he doesn't hear about this in any way. Uh, I've told like three people. But he got a laminator and he was like, guys, I got this brand new laminator. It was expensive, and then he started laminating things and he left, and and he was like, you guys should laminate a few things too. And I was like, okay. And then I had a bag of Cheetos and I was like, okay, guys, let's laminate this Cheeto, a hot and spicy Cheeto. And I got the little because you gotta like peel two plastic sheets apart and then place the paper inside and then put it back over, then put it through the laminator. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I peeled the two plastic sheets apart. I put a Cheeto in there, but covered it up, and then I squished the Cheeto as hard as I could. And I really thought it would work. I was like, yeah, it looks good. I think this is gonna work, guys. And then everyone was like, don't do it, but you should do it because it would be cool. And I was like, okay. So I put it through the laminator and the paper, and then the sheet was started coming through. I'm like, guys, it's going through, and then it stopped and got stuck, and we are like, oh no, we're trying to pull out the sheet, the plastic, and we pulled it out all the way, and the Cheeto was just not in there,
Oh.
and we're like,
Did you ever find it?
So we looked inside of the laminator and there was just it had been disintegrated, but also the laminator works by heating the paper plastic up and like melting it against each other, which meant it was trying to melt the Cheeto. So we started smelling burnt Cheeto and we're in the room, just like we walked into the room and it was burnt Cheeto smell, and we're like, what do we do? What do we do? And this is the dumbest decision I've made in a while. It's sad to say that this happens not even like 2 weeks ago.
It's
And
the laminator still work.
but I was like, I have to take full responsibility for this situation. There's no way I'm gonna let this pass. I'm not, well, because I didn't want to pay for a laminator. So I opened up the whole laminator and I just banged on it a few times, and then I got all the crumbs out, and then I laminated a few pieces of paper, and every single one was like was like tinted red because of the Cheeto. But after about three pieces of paper, it was all good, and there was no hint of Cheeto anymore, so we were all good. But it was the scariest thing. It was scary.
Perfect.
Yeah. Have you ever broken a tool, a thing?
A tool.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude.
not that I can think of.
No. Really?
No.
Have you ever stolen anything?
Uh, that's a, that's a jump in
Well,
questions.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like specific things. I used to steal a few things when I was like in preschool. When I was like 4 years old, I stole a ton of things. I haven't stolen anything since preschool. Um, but I stole like two things from your house.
You did?
Yeah. And I stole like three things from Trevor.
What did you steal from my
Do you
house?
I don't remember what I stole from your house. Do you remember Trevor though?
Yeah.
I stole like three things from his house, and they were important things, and they're all from his older brother. And I remember telling them about it a few years later because they moved away when I was like five. So I didn't get to see them for like 5 years. And eventually, if I saw them like at a party or something, I was throwing a New Year's party. They're at my house, and I was like, dude, I stole like three things from you guys, and they're like all your favorite possessions too. Like it was like an invisible ink pen, a Halo minifigure, and I told them about it, and one of them was like, Owen, I genuinely hate you. And
Oh
because
wow.
that Halo minifigure was actually like worth a lot. Like it was a limited edition, like really important. And I was like, I'm sorry, I was 4 years old. I was in preschool, man. That was 12 years. That was 13 years ago. Um, but I haven't stolen anything since. I stole one thing from Miss Tammy, my preschool itself. Man, I was a little shit.
You were.
Yeah, I forgot what I stole from you, but I hopefully if you ever remember anything from when you were 5 years old, and you're like, why did that thing just disappear sometime? It was probably me. So if you,
I can't think of anything, so I think you're
I
safe.
I remember bringing my Mega Gyarados EX card. We can't name, no names.
Okay.
But a man stole this Mega Gyarados EX card while I was at Ian's house. I was showing all my cards to him, and he was showing all his cards to me. And I remember I started walking home after that hangout, and I looked in my big collection of Pokemon cards, and the spot for my Gyarados Mega Gyarados EX was disappeared. There was no card in there, and I had never felt more betrayed by someone. He was
I
there was
I
yeah,
remember that exact hangout because
yeah.
I had zero interest in Pokemon, so I'm just sitting there playing Forza Horizon 2.
Really? You're playing Forza
Yeah,
Horizon 2? That seems like a mature game to me. Even though it's not, it seems like an adult game. And so I feel like only people. You're like, what, 7?
I don't
I guess it's
remember. No, it was later than that.
later
It was
than that.
way later than that. That's like first grade, second grade.
I don't have
It
any
was like
memories earlier than, or
it was elementary. That's all I know.
yeah. Well, I haven't seen that guy in a while.
Neither have I actually.
My
I don't know what happened to him.
dumb Mega Gyarados EX card. I'll never forgive him. Maybe. Maybe I should.
You'll
Maybe I
never
should
forgive him
forgive
for a
him.
lot of things.
Yeah. 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 He should
Well, let's talk
yeah.
about it. Let's talk about
Not
it.
not a not or yes. Do or don't.
What?
Talk or no
Do.
talk. Do.
Ooh.
Okay, not a
It'll
ton.
be fine.
But a lot of the things that like one time he did this. I'm gonna show it on camera. He's like, Owen, look at this. And I was like, a very good child when this
You were
happens.
like the most
I
innocent
would I
person I
refuse
know
I
knew.
refuse to hear any swear words or anything. And I no swear words, no anything. I could not handle it. And he went, Owen, Owen, look at this. And he blew up his thumb and it got him and
He
his
blew up his thumb.
he blew into his thumb and a middle finger came out. When he blew up the middle finger. And I was like, and I was so angry at him. I was like, dude, not cool. And then I walked home. Do you remember that? Do you remember I
Yeah.
walked home from your
Yes,
house?
I
I was
do.
so angry. I was like, dude, I can't believe he just showed me the middle finger. Walk
Yeah,
home.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. Be
You're gonna
right
go
back.
to the bathroom?
Yeah.
All right, enjoy. That guy was funny though. He's probably the reason I hate. He was a big Dragon Ball fan. It's probably the reason I hated anime for so long, because I was always he always did things that like made me really upset as a third grader. You know, this was all like over 10 years ago, by the way. So I used to have some problems with Ian though. I was a dumb child just like 3 years ago. In like eighth grade, I would me and Ian would make Roblox games. Me, Ian, and Hayden and Riley. For some reason, I would always get super pissed at things, and like I would genuinely be so upset at the dumbest things. We'd be making a Roblox game or playing a Minecraft world together, and just nothing would happen, and I would just get so mad, and I was like, I hate you guys, and then I was so toxic. Wow. And one time I blocked a couple of them. Other times I just like wouldn't play Minecraft with them for like 2 weeks. And I'm a changed man now. I like to think so. Hopefully I am. Because geez, dude, what intolerable ways to act. Don't act that way to your friends. Don't block your friends if they're just being silly. Unless they're actually terrible people and like ruining your life or, you know, doing crazy things. Don't be that guy who just get blocks their friends every time you guys have a disagreement. Um, yeah, luckily I don't have lots of disagreements with many friends anymore.
Okay, I am back.
I talked about how I used to get really mad at you guys sometimes when we were like
Oh yeah,
2020.
all the time.
Every time we would play make a Roblox game or play Minecraft.
Okay, our
Every time, dude.
frustrations are valid for that though. I will. I'm gonna just say that right now.
Your
Yeah,
frustrations.
for making, especially for making the Roblox game, because you would
I
never
don't
snap it
remember.
to the grid. You'd set the
Oh,
adjust size to
well, the
0
thing is,
instead of point 1.
I don't even remember like what would make me angry. Like, was what happened like a fault of? Because I can remember a few arguments that I had with a few people in the group that like wasn't my fault all the time. But then I can remember some where I was like, why was I being so pissy? And I don't remember.
No, it
You,
was a lot of the time. It was just
me.
yeah, just you
Is this
being really annoying for
why
no
was
reason.
being so annoying? Why was I such an annoying? Well, but you can remember a few arguments. Like, I
Yeah, there
there
were
were
a
some
lot of
crazy
times when
things that
I could
happened.
genuinely see why you were
I can,
mad, but
yeah, but then there are other times where I was probably just upset from the real times, and I just like had a grudge or something, so I just make it worse or something
maybe
like that. You know, that's how. And what toxic days? 2020 to 21.
mid 2020.
Yeah.
No, no, but 2020 was fine.
20.
2021 is when it went
Yeah,
downhill.
that's when my grades went down though. They're not all the. I have two Fs right now, and the end of the term is tomorrow, but it's not my
It is?
fault.
I thought it was on
It's
Wednesday.
on Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. It's this week, and I have two Fs, and I don't blame it on me at all because both of them is because I have one assignment that I did submit, but my teachers haven't graded yet. One assignment, which equals an F, and I'm so stressed out about it. And I've asked my teachers, I'm like, hey, Is it okay if you like grade this?
Please, pretty
Because I kind of
please.
like have an F in your class right now, and I really need not an F because these are college classes. And they're like,
Ooh,
and both times they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll grade them. Don't worry about it. I will grade them. And they just don't get graded.
they
So,
don't.
you know, I've just kind of given up. Hopefully they'll grade it at some point. Um, you know,
Yeah,
man, you were never toxic though. I never heard anything toxic come from you ever. I think. Yeah.
I I don't know
You're the
about
really. I feel
that.
like you're like the most neutral guy.
I,
One
I,
of the most
I was
neutral.
definitely the most neutral, but I definitely wasn't neutral.
I see. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, understandable. Are you doing anything still right now, or are you just like hanging out?
Hanging out.
Hanging out. Ooh, dude, this is some shading. Call me the shader because I shade. How many friend groups would you say you're in right now?
Probably
Close.
uh, like I don't know, 4 or 5. But they're all kind
Really?
of intertwined. So
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a lot. That's a lot. Do you hang out with most of them in real life, or like most of the ones
not
you actually?
only only one of them in real life usually.
That makes sense. Does that include me? We haven't hung out in
Yes.
a while though.
No, wait,
Actually,
no.
we have not hung out.
Actually, one of them kind of very rarely in real life,
That makes sense.
and
Yeah.
that's yours.
Oh yeah. Well, when was the last time you hung out with Hayden in real life? Was it when you were with
During the Evans thing.
Evan's thing? Dang, dude, we gotta. Why don't I never see you anymore? Stop working a full time
Because
job. You gone?
good question. Why did we just stop?
Um, I don't know. Well, I stopped talking in the chat for a long time.
Well, yeah, but you still talk to me. That's the
Oh, yeah, and
thing.
then we also still didn't hang out either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that all of my friendships right now
Like
are,
I just
yeah.
genuinely have not been to your house since New Year's last year.
Yeah, well, my house is really cool, right? Well, my room. I'm really happy about my room renovations. I'm glad that none of the relationships I have right now are toxic anymore. All the relationships that have been toxic have either ended completely and that's it, or they're way better now. And I'm very happy about that. Um, that includes my relationship with with the men.
And then
Yeah,
I feel like that's the biggest one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We had some crazy things go down in that one, but all is better.
We
We
should
work things
probably
out.
describe those.
Describe. Well, I don't know what there was to describe. Just kind of like I don't even remember, dude. I don't even remember what happened. Just crazy things happen. Argue.
No,
Ar-
what
I don't
did
remember
happen?
this.
That's actually a
Just
good question. You
arguments,
just kind of
man.
argued
It
all
just
the
kind of
time.
was. It just was kind of like toxic for no reason sometimes, and was never good. Never ever ever good. I would like take a break for a
Ever.
little bit, and then like I'd be like, maybe I should go talk to them again. And I'd try to go talk, and then I would just like get so upset again. So I just like stop talking again. And it made no sense. Even though like yeah, I don't know. It's just what happens sometimes until it gets better. Until it gets better, which I'm glad it did.
It only took a year and a half.
Only took like a year. Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully, well, I don't think I'd ever have anything that terrible happen again. Oh,
Hopefully.
well, I don't think not with you guys at
Yeah,
least.
you've grown
I've grown.
at
That's
a
good.
big, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I talked to you guys for the first time in like what the years, and you guys were like, "Oh, and you've grown," and I was like, "Did I? Did I? I don't remember, dude. Yeah, maybe you've grown, but I've talked to you a bit though, still over text at least.
Yeah.
You know, What? Was that a cough?
Yeah, it was a con.
Are you still like a big cougher?
Yeah. Never stopped ever.
You should totally. So did you ever get that checked out by a doctor?
Nope.
You should, dude. I know too many people who got real dumb problems and they never get that checked out by a doctor.
Hey,
I'm like,
well, it's been just years. Nothing has really happened. So I don't
that
care.
I don't think that means anything, dude. Smokers, when they're like, "Hey, I've been smoking for years, nothing happened so far." That doesn't
Oh,
mean anything.
that is
What are you
way
talking?
different.
I'm not saying you're a smoker, but I'm saying that doesn't mean anything, man. Just because nothing happened yet doesn't mean nothing will
Yeah,
happen soon, dude. This is a great drawing, and I'm loving it. It's not perfect, but it sure as hell is is good. Did you ever draw? Did you ever like? Have you ever like done art? I remember the last time I did art
no,
with you.
my hands
Oh yeah, you got
are just
shaky hands.
way too shaky, and I
Yeah,
just don't want to.
that makes sense. Yeah. Well, I think even if you don't do art, you're probably there's a good chance you're still an artist. If you, it depends on if you still like art. I think if you care for art, then you're an artist still. Because
That
does that make sense?
makes zero sense.
Well, because maybe what's the definition of an artist?
Let's see.
Artist, a person who produces paintings. Nope, that's not it. That's not the one I'm looking for. A person who creates art, practices art, or demonstrates art. Okay. So I
Yeah, I
guess you
don't
need to
do
do
that.
something, but I don't know. I think trying to understand and learn about art still makes you somewhat. Because I know people who don't actively do art things, but like the way they talk about art and like to show it, like they talk about music or movies a ton, and it's super.
Making music looks fun,
Making
but
music is fun.
I feel
Not
like
making.
I just wouldn't I just couldn't do it. Like my brain just
It's
doesn't work
so
like that.
hard. It's hard to commit to any of them, really. I've tried so hard to commit to like drawing. I've tried hard to commit to music, and all of it is just it's I can't commit. Uh, there's that one J Cole thing. I recognize that. I reference that J Cole lyric every single day. I dibble dabble in the few religions. Uh,
You? Wow.
in the few. Well, I don't know. I dibble dabble, but I don't have the dedication. The dedication to stick with it. Something like that. And I think about that. Yo, my table is getting really dirty. It has pencil dust all over.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you want to see a picture of this drawing right now?
Sure.
Tell me your opinion. I'm gonna send it to Stefan too. Stefan, I've been wanting Stefan to draw with me more recently. He's a big drawer, but I haven't drawn with him in a long time. Um, ongoing call. Uh, Pretty long too. It's a
How
pretty
long?
long ongoing call. Uh,
Wait, where's
well,
10:20?
the
Oh
video
wow,
so
it's
far.
been
Yeah,
okay. That's longer than I thought.
yeah. Do you like the drawing?
It has not sent yet.
Grr. Her face is a little bit smushed compared to what she's supposed to look like, but that's okay. It's a little bit smushed. Is it still not sent?
Nope.
Terrible. Terrible. I'm gonna put this in my binder.
Just send it to the right person.
I sent it to TM. Oh, did you go to TM? Go to TM.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, is that a
Oh,
good
that
drawing?
actually is way better. That's like different than your usual style.
Yeah. Well, because it's directly uh from another thing. Still though.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I would say it's pretty good. I would say that's a top 10 Owen drawings. Remember OE picks? Those are good.
Those were pretty good.
I,
I still. Oh, my favorite one. Let me
I
find it.
still used to give you OE picks a little bit.
Um, where is it? This one. We've tried to get you to recreate this one multiple times, but you can't do it.
Have I tried? Like, have I tried doing it?
Yes, you've tried a lot.
Okay, one second.
Show it on the video.
Um, I'll maybe try to send a link. I don't think I'm gonna edit this video though, since it's like over an hour long.
Yeah, just turn on like a display capture really quick.
Oh, that one. Oh yeah, I'll just turn on display capture. Um, I don't know. Wait, sorry guys. One second. And then I'll go to. Wait, that might be showing something. There's all my test videos. Where do I? This is like the first time I've really used Windows in a while. It's so hard.
Too difficult.
Tell me something interesting while everyone's waiting. Well, tell me
Um,
a poem. Tell me a
um,
poem now, Ian. A poem.
a poem?
A
Wait,
poem.
1 second.
Tell me my favorite poem. Do
What's your
you not
favorite
remember
poem?
my favorite poem? This is
I've,
the
I've,
picture of myself. Um, yeah, that's basically that's basically it. I don't know how I took that picture, dude. That's a pretty crazy picture.
recreate it right now. Live on stream, on
I
video.
need my HD MacBook camera though. I can't believe they call that thing HD.
You were watching. I remember the lore behind this picture. You were watching Flight of the Concords.
I
Is that what
remember
it's
that.
called?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
watching Flight of the
You were
Concords with
watching
my
it with your
dad.
dad, and you just joined
Great
call.
show.
And we started getting a bunch of pictures.
It's a great show. I miss Flight of the Concords. Maybe we'll watch some more of that sometime. Yeah. Oh, I actually think. What time is it, Ian?
It is 11:45.
I think I might go to bed soon. Are you ready to
I
go to bed
also
soon?
might do that.
All right. Well then, um, I think I'm also done with this drawing, and I'm gonna put it in my notebook. Okay. I hope that everyone who watched this video enjoyed it. This was a more unique day, and hopefully, the audio recording from Ian is good quality too.
We'll find
We'll
out.
find out. I hope it
Don't
is.
don't even don't even like preview it. Just
And
upload it blind.
I'll upload it right now. And if my feet are really in this video, too bad. And then the next video, maybe I'll get like Stefan or someone up. You know,
I know Hayden wants to do
Hayden wants to
one.
do a podcast. Okay,
Hayden is never home.
how dare him?
So we'll see.
I'll get a video with Hayden sometime. All right, thank you guys for watching. Say goodbye, Ian.
Goodbye.
All right, goodbye, everyone.